Alright, welcome back to another Valheim stream. Now, first off, I want to apologize for the past few days. My audio, for those of you that are not watching We're in the Right stream, has been absolutely horrendous. And I want to say I've got it fixed up now. But as you will find out, it is not completely fixed. Because Worm the White has the power to ear rape you all, since I was not able to fix his voice tone yet. Yeah, I was waiting for that. I could hear the wind up in the lungs. Anyway, we haven't streamed for a little bit because I've been busy with my studies, and we are talking about hot takes last time. I got one that I want to add on. So today, in one of my marketing courses, we were displayed a study that was taking place back in, I don't remember the exact year, but it was a study where uh, does violence in video games actually make the youth violent? And where did that notion come from? So how that came to be was, or at least part of the reason it came to be, was kids would watch um, adults beat up one of those inflatable clowns, almost like one of those punching
Oh,
clowns.
I know the story. What's it? Bozo the Clown? That's the...
Bozo the Clown. They'd watch, it was pretty much Bozo the Clown. They'd watch adults punch and hit this sort of clown bag. And then when they put the child that had watched this in the room, children that watched adults beat up the clown bag would be more likely, and most of the time more often, go and actually hit the clown bag, and in a case of learned violence. Whereas ones that didn't watch that generally wouldn't touch the clown at all. And that ended up spiraling into the notion of violence on TV and video games, and is it learned? And I thought that was kind of interesting because it leaves so many factors. A, you're watching a real person beat up another clown. That's different than watching someone on TV or in a video game. B, you're watching parents. These are people you are generally supposed to look up to, idolize, and learn from. Now, naturally, if you're playing GTA Vice City, it's probably not a 6-year-old player character walking around beating on people.
I would hope not. Although I feel like that's definitely happened.
There's got to be some sort of law that prevents that. NPC character must be of age. If you have an 18 rated game, you have to have the character above 18. I know that's not a thing. So anyway, I will be building this episode. I don't know what you're up to.
I am also building this episode.
I need to furnish my interior.
I am a long way from that. But,
I'm tired of working on the roof, so.
oh, you still have to do the roof?
Just parts. I need to finish up part of the roof, and for the most part, it's actually adding like the designs and etchings. Like in yours, you've already got the cross beams, you've got a dimension,
Right.
like your I almost want to say they're not gutters, but details
Yeah.
in the windows and all that. I haven't added any of that yet. Like look at that, yeah. You can see my crosshair, so you can see mine looks pretty plain, but I will be adding detail. So. I'm gonna pop this content up here.
Okay, so this is in line
These
with...
analytics rolling in real time.
Okay.
Sure,
Alright,
this
so
has been a
do you
big
want
content.
another,
Let's roll some takes here. What do we got?
little hot take here? Okay, so... we'll start with the first one. I don't know, cryptocurrency is reliable. I think we can agree that's not true. That's...
I don't want to talk about cryptocurrency. That's something that I've had to talk too much about, and I just
Who
don't
talks to you about
want to.
cryptocurrency?
Are you kidding me? The amount of shit between you, my parents, financial advisors, just the internet in general, all the shit I've had to read.
Oh, yeah.
Had to.
Yeah, no, I know what you
I've
mean.
been exposed to rather.
Just a muddled
It's
web of
tiring.
nonsense. Not nonsense, but so much information that it's hard to glean what is
Oh, fuck off.
truth.
Die.
Uh,
We're gonna.
cool. So, should human cloning be legal?
Should human cloning be legal? That's what we're starting with.
That's the starting point here.
Um. Oh, see, that's a nasty little piece of work, if I'm being honest. I want to say off the bat, yes.
Really?
Now, under certain circumstances, A, you cannot clone another person without their consent.
Could you imagine? You
Like,
just go to work and there's a clone of you there.
um,
We didn't like your numbers this week, Bill, so we replaced you. With who? With yourself.
the biggest thing that I think is going to be the ethical issue is making sure this works off the bat. Because once you start cloning, if shit goes wrong, that's a really, really hefty thing to deal with. If I were to see myself getting cloned and have it go wrong to where, half my body's disintegrating, that's not, it's the stuff of nightmares, really.
That's not great.
Yeah. So,
You want to sleep?
I don't know. What do you say?
I think that it just should be illegal. Like I don't think cloning humans is generally a good idea. Um, we have a hard time accepting different people already. Never mind people who are artificially made. Like, although you could argue that like it's a similar practice of like in vitro fertilization or something like that. It's just the fetus is not a person, or not the fetus. What's it called? It's the place where the fetus is.
Womb?
Yes, that is what I was looking for. It's a structure of some kind. Now, what about cloning like animals?
Oh, that's already being done. I don't think it's something that's gonna stop being done either. The attempts will always be there. And that is something that has a bit more benefit than human cloning. Unless for the following point I'm about to make, you're absolutely disgusting. But human, or not human, animal cloning could actually solve food shortages and stuff like that. Now, human cloning could do the same, but that's an entire other basket of ethics that
Huh.
will not be fun to get into. And like, I think that's not a bad idea if it could bring down some meat prices. That's just, you know, the teenage consumer looking at it, or the young adult consumer. But what do you think?
I don't. Again, I don't know. It kind of leads into my next controversial topic, in that cloning is a slippery slope, if not a successor to gene editing, which I am personally against, but at the same time, like, it's, yeah, okay, so I guess the question I have is, should gene editing be legal then?
Should gene editing be legal? That no.
But then, like, imagine if gene editing got rid of, like, cancer.
The thing is with that is there's limits to what should be done, but we don't, as humans, we don't have good self-control on limiting ourselves when we always want more. Now, if it could cure cancer, that's fantastic. I think that should be done. But then, I'll go into a bit more of a selfish reason. What happens when you can make the genetically, and this is in air quotes, perfect child? What if you want to have, the greatest UFC fighter, and you're just gonna be like, okay, I want this, this, this. It's like when you're going to get a gene operation done, you get a fucking checklist of what do you want for your child. I want him to be 6'3". I want him to play in the NBA. I want him to, have an minimum IQ of 180 plus.
Yeah, that's not great.
Like, it'll get out of hand so fast. And at the start, or actually, probably for, decades upon decades, it's going to be just for the rich. Eventually, prices might come down in a couple
Like VR.
50 years, then 100 and all that,
50 years.
and be affordable to someone besides
The ultra wealthy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
That's not something I ever want to be alive to see. Even if it can cure cancer, and even if I get cancer, I would rather have that off the table just because I don't think it is going to be
You don't think it'll end well?
a good time for society. I think that's probably one of the beginning of the ends.
Really? That is
Yeah.
a staunch position to take.
And that goes with saying is there's so much about it that I don't know. But I have a very pessimistic view of
Yeah, no kidding.
society.
Although you could argue that pessimism is more realistic, maybe.
Do you not agree with me on that, or?
I don't see that's a slippery slope. Is that I could see the benefits of gene editing for removing disease and just eliminating disease entirely, but at the same time, is that even a good idea? Should we be doing that? I don't agree that it's a slippery slope to the end of the world, but
I'm not saying, once, able to edit someone's genes, it's the end of the world. That's not what I'm saying. That's too cut and dry.
it's
But
the end of the world,
it's
folks.
a means to an end, by all means, like, in my opinion. Oh, I gotta repair all these.
It definitely is not a great look, I don't think.
Like, it will, when I say means to the end, it's not gonna push society in an overall beneficial direction. Might be more futuristic, but we're going downhill. If and when that happens.
Interesting thoughts. Interesting thoughts indeed. Yeah. I feel like we should. I don't know. I can't say. I see both sides. I see your argument, but I also see the side of like fixing the world. Maybe I'm an optimist and would like, there'd be a magical fix for everything, but
See, the problem is I know you in real life, and I think you are so full of shit right now, and you just don't want to say it.
what do you mean full of shit?
An optimist? You want that kid to be, go fuck yourself? No, you don't.
Well, an optimist, but like,
You have been in my phone as Mr. Negative for as long as I can remember, and there's a reason you're like that.
it's
You're a
true.
negative son of a bitch. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I don't have the shit to deal with. I gotta make arrows.
Oh shit.
You might have to give me a hand.
Oh, they're on my side, I think, so. Yep. I don't have a lot of arrows.
I just made 60.
Are they on my side? There's one skeleton.
I got some on my side. I got a lot on my side.
Oh. I was gonna say it's centered on my bed, so I was confused. Coming over.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that is a lot of people.
I don't have any extra food on me right now either.
Alright, I managed to piss this guy.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out these guys, because they're gonna be annoying.
I'm having a fantastic time running on Sword Stream.
Gotta take out the archers.
Oh, split the middle. Let's go.
Got the archers. Now focusing on the Draugr.
I'm now one hit.
I am terrible shot. And there are more archers. Although I got the skeletons to follow me. Ow.
Oh. Not a good time to lag out.
No, that was bad. I legged out too. Oh shit. I have 3 HP now. Run away!
Posterized.
Oh good, there's one over here.
God.
Smell is gone.
That was a really shitty roll.
I never roll in this game.
I do a bit.
Look at this bright sunny day now.
Oh my god. No!
Alright, I got my guy coming back over.
Oh shit, I got 5 health. No. Please, protect me.
Run away. Just keep running. Take out the archers. Just kidding. Well, they're following me now, and there's still an archer, and I have 4 HP.
Draugr's
Ow.
almost done.
I have what HP?
Draugr dead. I'll take out that archer.
Ooh.
Archer's done.
Well, that actually went okay. No one died.
The question is, are all my chests still here? Yes, as a matter of fact, they are.
I did hear something
Fantastic.
macking on something out this way, though. Oh, still here or not, but probably a neck trying to fuck up my crafting bench. Well, that definitely could have been worse.
No, that wasn't too bad.
I have no idea what we were talking about before that, so.
No, I think we were still on genetic modification.
Right. Well, we'll move on to the next one. Up to the viewers. Should genetic modification be allowed? My big O0 viewers. You make the decisions. Alright, so is artificial and we've talked about ChatGPT. Is artificial intelligence a threat to humanity?
Oh, I love this topic. And I hate it at the same time because it's one of the most popular ones. Is artificial intelligence a threat to humanity? Absolutely not. It's not.
Why
Like,
not?
At the end of the day, self-learning programs don't have the capability to take over the fucking world. Why would they have the intent to do that?
I mean, it could be an inadvertent programming. That's pretty common in computers.
Yeah, but an inadvertent program to what?
Take over the world.
Take over the world? No, like, okay, you could maybe make an AI program that might crash, some sort of power grid here and there. You could make some cyber warfare AI weapons, but for sure,
Crashes a power
absolutely.
grid here and there. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
But that's not, everyone thinks, oh, Terminator, oh, Skynet, what else? Big ones that come to mind, but, you're gonna get into some futuristic ex machinima, whatever the fuck it was called, type world. And that's just not going to happen. At the end of the day, computers do what you tell them to do. That is that. I stick by that.
That is a strong opinion.
Most time I don't say I understand other people have opinions, but that opinion is one that I'm pretty fucking passionate about and pretty fucking confident in as well.
I do have to say that people who are like, oh, the Skynet argument or whatever, clearly have not worked with AI, because having done work with AI, it's like even ChatGPT, the mistakes it makes, like basic human English, and I mean, you don't also have to be a scientist to understand that, like, we have, a billion neurons in our brain or whatever. I'm making that number up, but it's regardless of the point is that if you wanted to have that same amount of power, like the amount of transistors and processing power you would need is absurd, and I mean, granted, the amount that we have now would have been absurd 20 years ago, 50 years ago, but like this is on a new level of not possible.
A new
Arguably,
level of not
like we don't even
possible.
understand our own brain. The chances of us accidentally making another one is very low. So I completely agree with you on this one. It is, I think that people who do say that AI is the end of the world are not informed about it.
Taking a ride on the less lengthy bus.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Um,
That one and that's one that I've had discussions with a lot, with like a
oh,
lot of people about.
yeah, and as a computer scientist, you're constantly dealing with like family members who are like, "Is AI the end of the world?" They think you're an expert on it, and you're like, "No, it's not." But then you tell them your opinion, and they're like, "I don't believe you. I think it's the end of the world." And you're
But
like,
I
"Well,
saw
why the
this
fuck
video
did you
from
ask me?"
MIT or Boston Dynamics once. It's like, oh, okay,
Cool.
good for you.
So that makes you an expert now, I guess? It's not like I've been studying this for, almost 5 years, and you read one video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's the end of the world. I do think that at some point we'll have artificial intelligence that competes with human cognition. It's not going to be in my lifetime, but and whether that human cognition will end the world. I mean, you can make the same argument about like just humans. Like, why haven't we ended the world yet? Arguably, we are already. I don't know, but like the idea that the AI is just gonna wake up one day and nuke us all for absolutely no reason is, I don't know, absurd. Do you think, I'm going off the rails here now that we're talking about AI, do you think that wars in the future will be fought with people or with, like, drones? It's already kind of being fought like that, especially in Ukraine. They've noticed this pattern.
Um,
And if so, what
that's
are
a better
the
question.
like the uh What does that mean for us, like as a society?
Uh,
Who the
I think
fuck?
there's always going to be the need for some manpower in. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I just took out a support and there goes my roof.
There goes the roof.
Oh lord. Um, I think there's always going to be a need for, some manpower behind machines and fighting wars. Not necessarily on the front lines anymore, but
Well, I was watching a video and the gentleman argued that as it stands right now, a computer scientist is arguably more valuable than like a basic soldier. Like someone who knows how to program a drone. I guess not a computer scientist, but someone who's versed in engineering and like military equipment is more valuable currently than, a soldier who's fighting in a war. And I don't I don't know if I agree with that. I think to be a soldier needs to be a special kind of person, and I'm definitely not it. I'm not even going to pretend that I could fight in a war. But it's an interesting argument. Like, who won World War II? Was it the soldiers or was it the engineers who designed
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT?
Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty! What the fuck are you doing in here?
There's a new movie coming out with what's his name? Plays Thomas Shelby in that show.
Oh, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, Oppenheimer.
Why
is
did
the
I
name
want
of
to
the movie.
say? I almost said Clint Eastwood.
It's not Clint Eastwood.
No.
Is Clint Eastwood dead?
Cillian Murphy.
Yes, Cillian Murphy. Excellent actor, by the way. I love him.
Oh, he's great. He's fantastic.
He is just like a real method, really good at what he does. But there's a new movie coming out, Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
No, it's Oppenheimer. I don't know.
Please do not call it Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. I haven't seen anyone say it, so I apologize.
Yeah,
I do want to
you
see
should
it. 'Cause
apologize.
it looks good.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of jokes about that since it's directed by Christopher Nolan, and his lack of, or his hatred for using CGI.
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen a bunch of jokes of all the cameramen getting nuked.
I wouldn't put it past him. Did you see the? Speaking of that, actually, they did. I'm 90% sure they either dropped an actual nuke or like a giant bomb for this movie.
I could see that.
I saw an article or it was a video. It might have been a video, like a trailer for the movie or something like that. And they were like literally in the desert dropping actual bombs. And I'm not sure if they. I'm gonna assume they weren't nuclear radioactive because that just sounds like a bad idea. But it's.
I'm pretty sure that would violate a
You are
lot
right.
of things.
It is Christopher Nolan, so it is entirely possible that the man decided to. Is there a Hollywood contract against nuking people? Nuking actors?
You are still so quiet for me, and I don't understand why.
Couldn't tell you.
Like, I got your volume maxed out. I can't turn up mine anymore.
Mine is the exact same. Nothing has changed, and you still sound the same for me. So
I think that's gonna absolutely blast my eardrums. Alright, you wanna do me a favor, talk now?
sure, love to do that. Lots of talking.
Yeah, that makes no difference at all for some reason. Oh well.
People can't
like
hear
that.
me. Not the people.
As long as you're well no, you're be picked up fine in OBS.
Oh, it's just
But
you that can.
I can't hear you.
Well, it's probably for the better. I'm a rope. Do you want to sleep? Sleep time.
Chat is reacting. Yeah, we can sleep. Bed needs the fire nearby.
All right.
See what I mean? Like that is absolutely blasting the shit out of my eardrums. There are enemies nearby. Ah.
Is going green not efficient enough to stop global warming?
What do you mean by going green?
Like
Okay, well,
recycling, buying an electric car, uh, maybe using solar panels as a form of energy instead of whatever your electric provider is providing.
uh,
Eating better, I guess.
holy fuck, it's so loud. My ears. See, that really depends because it's not us as consumers that is the issue. It is well, Big Oil is one of them, but big companies that really need to tone down their side of shit.
But do you think that if we invest, like, as a person, if you invested in green energy, would the companies follow, or would it affect them enough that they would change?
I, I, I think going green is a great idea. I don't think it is possible at the moment unless there is massive sanctions put down by the government or, repercussions of jail time. Not fines, but actual jail time and shit like that for companies that are violating this shit.
Right. And I mean, you also have to factor in, like, um, a developing country. It's going to be a lot harder to use green energy than a developed nation, right? Like,
I'm sleeping now, by
I'm
the way.
also sleeping? Like, the infrastructure required to do, solar panels and wind energy and all that it takes work and money, and a lot of countries don't have either of those. So,
See, and I'm gonna add on, I like your opinions, but I think greed is too much of a factor for companies and people to want to fully go green. They will market whatever bullshit they have to, whether that's, and companies actually do this, but they'll make their own environmental logos because it's not regulated to say they're going green. They will fake emissions tests. They will fake plastic. They will say, oh, we recycle our plastic, when no, they don't, unless you send it back to them in specified boxes.
yeah, and to add on to that, like, people are saying, like, oh, we stop energy. Like, no, we gotta stop making plastic too. We gotta stop batteries. Like, the construction of batteries is an incredibly expensive process. Most things we do produce pollution, I think, because of the energy we burn to do it. So yeah, it's not a great.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, fair enough.
Would I like it to? Yes, yeah, I would. Will it?
No.
No.
No, it will not.
Do you know what I'm gonna do actually this stream? I'm sick of building. I need to furnish my house, so I am going to the mountain.
The mountain.
Take me to the mountain.
Why are you going to the mountain?
I need wolf pelt,
For what?
beds, rugs,
Oh.
divine stuff.
You realize it's cold there, right?
I do.
And how you gonna handle that?
Portal. Just like last time. Portal in. Or go in, make the portal. Might die once, twice. Get the portal out. The problem is, what mountain do I want to go to? Actually, I should finish up a bit more in here first, probably. Bronze, time to find wood. Four raspberries, five scraps.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, I gotta turn this down just a little bit. A little too loud.
Well, that's a problem. We go kind of into it.
Too broad.
Excellent. That's not good.
Is it 2 tin, 1 copper, or
For what?
the forge?
I have no idea.
I can never remember this.
Like
and
to
this is
make a
dumb.
forge?
Yeah.
Bronze, isn't it?
No, not to make a forge, to make bronze.
Oh, to break bronze. 2 copper, 1 tin.
2 copper, 1 tin. That's good.
Missing a flippin' workbench? Okay, this rock needs to go.
Is that really where I want it? Or is that just where I'm gonna deal with it?
Are you gonna do any, like, thing to the tower that you're working on?
Eventually.
You just kind of build it and...
Don't know if I'm gonna raise it up any higher, that's the thing. It's mostly gonna be used as a sniping post once I get the floor down.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. Three. We'll do 3. Building. Yes, that. Oh my god, if I have to deal with another goddamn Grey Dwarf, I swear I'm gonna lose my shit. Your fat ass over here.
Get your fat ass over here. Oh, you... Oh, right.
Oh, it's 3. 1. Ooh. Tree. You have any controversial topics? Or anything else you want to talk about?
Nope, stream's done.
Alright, that's it, folks. Tune in next week.
Give me a second. I'll probably find a list of interesting topics here.
Oh, these necks are gonna piss me off here.
The neckies piss me off.
They're dead now.
I like that matches up with that. Looks good.
Okay, so I have no idea how many is required here. Let's keep going until it looks like I gotta stop, and then we'll stop.
Fantastic. Alright, let me take a quick peek and see what's brewing on the internet.
That's a dangerous place to be. The internet.
Rules of debating. Social issues. Political issues of 2023. The highest rated political issue is on abortion, and we're not gonna touch that
Nope.
due
No.
to your vote. Gender transition is the second highest, and we're not gonna touch that by my vote. Gender identity, we're not gonna touch that. Gay marriage, we're not gonna touch that. Death penalty. Oh, I like this one.
That's a penalty.
Do you support the death penalty? Should it be brought back? Is it ethical? What are your thoughts here?
Right, so for context, Canada abolished the death penalty, I don't know, like 20 years ago, I think, something like that.
I don't remember.
There was no death
year.
penalty ever in my lifetime. That's all I know. So yeah, but should it come back? No. I don't I don't know, because I guess it values human life. It depends on what you value, I guess. Like, do you value human life or the law? And I am on the side of, I don't think that there is necessarily an excuse to kill anyone for any reason. But at the same time, you know, like, that's how we've been doing it for centuries. Like, if you killed my son, I would kill your son, or kill you probably, not kill your son. That would be weird. So, kind of hard to argue with the law on that one.
Interesting.
I don't think, I think we've, as a society, have grown past that we can. The idea about a prison is that you rehabilitate that person, right? I don't think you can necessarily rehabilitate a murderer, perchance, but I do think that they don't necessarily deserve death. I would rather, and this is gonna just flip this conversation on its head, but I think torture would be better than death.
Interesting. Okay, you're back. You're redeemed in my eyes now.
You
I'll
you
put
think
my
the death
opinion in
penalty should be
quickly
a
on
thing?
the death penalty. I think the death penalty should be a thing. And again, that goes back to my very pessimistic view about society, but people are too goddamn lenient. And, you know, it has been shown. I will give props to this, which goes against my argument, under your rehabilitation. If you look at, I think it's Norway or Finland, maybe both, but they have very pampered prisons up there. It's you live a decent life without your freedom. Like you get TV, you get good food, you even get some freedom to go around the general area. It's not populated, but you're allowed out. Their rehabilitation percentage of reoffenders after prisons prisoners have done their time is extremely low, whereas ones who just go into your cell block, you know, classic American style, Canadian style prison, it's not that good. However, I think that and this is probably gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way, but just some crimes there is no coming back from, and people need to pay the price. Now,
Uh,
people are gonna say, but what about the people that got, you know, misaccused or in a, you know, that's a huge fucking problem. And that's still going to be a problem with or without the death penalty. If I'm sentenced to life in prison for a crime I did not do, I would rather you fucking kill me. If I know there's no way out, like sure, you see those stories of people getting out 20 or 30 years after because their life's already been ruined. You know, yeah, they got their freedom, but now what are they gonna do? They were convicted for a crime they didn't commit. They lost 30 years of their life, most likely the best years. I don't know if that gets wiped off your record.
I'm gonna go with no
Misaccused? What
on
do you
this
get a
one.
little asterisk beside incarcerated? Former prisoner, asterisk, sorry we were wrong. Like, life sucks, and I don't want to spend 30 years of my life to get out after. Some people might want to live their best life, good for them, but no, just fucking kill me.
Well, see, and that kind of goes to my torture argument is that I feel like, I mean, is it torture enough maybe to have to deal with that? Oh, I fucked this one right in the ass. That's not good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what we really need to bring back is bring back a more Darwinistic approach to life. And only the stronger survive and the dumb get cold.
The dumb get cold.
For
I think
putting it
that
blunt.
you need to pass tests to have a child. I think the
That
fact
was the next topic that was coming to mind after we get finished
I
with this.
think that
Absolutely.
that the fact that we have no like anyone can have a child is now like maybe in the past when we had issues with population and stuff like that, I understood. We don't have that anymore. It's not a problem. We can just make babies.
As a matter of fact, our population is declining.
Yeah.
Young people are not having enough sex.
No. Well, they are having lots of sex, but the use of contraceptives, effective
But even the
contraceptives.
use of contraceptives has gone down. The Actually, I don't know if this is specific to condoms, birth control, or certain forms of birth control. Can't remember where I saw this now. Either use of contraceptives as a whole has gone down, or one particular popular contraceptive has gone down. I don't remember what it was now.
Well, it could be any of them that gone down because I'm not an expert talk on this by any means. I don't, you know, not a woman, so obviously my perspective is not entirely accurate, I imagine. But I think it's the what are they called? The use of I'll say inhibitor, but that's not it.
IUDs,
Yes, IUDs.
inhibitors. What are you playing? Dying Light.
Yeah. Dying Light's first anniversary is this week, I think.
You mean Dying Light 2's
Dying Light
first
2's,
anniversary?
yeah, first anniversary.
Yeah.
The Dying Light I played.
When did Elden Ring come out? I was thinking about that recently.
I
I
think
thought
it
that was February for some reason.
I think it has been about a year.
That's my audio spikes with this.
Yeah. I say perfect worlds, no death penalty. Worse punishments though, like corporal punishment I think should be a thing, but death penalty is a little too far. Like as an example, a thief used to chop off thieves' hands. Go for it. They don't need those hands anymore. I think that's a warranted punishment.
Imagine that. You steal a lollipop from 7-Eleven. Next thing you know, you're abducted and getting waterboarded in the back of a van.
Where is it? What have you done with it? Yeah.
That's definitely an interesting topic, and I'd love more people's opinions on this. Uh, there was another really good topic that I was thinking of as we were talking about death penalty and corporal punishment and whatnot. Maybe it's one that I read on here. No. Under the most highly voted social issues, there is a lot that has to do with gender identity and
Yeah, I mean that
stuff.
is the big, I think, social
Oh.
conversation that people are having right now, and it is a very I don't want to say controversial. Well, it is a controversial topic, but it's a how do I put this?
Touchy subject for a lot of people.
It's touchy. People have very strong opinions on it, and I don't, so I don't want to have that battle.
Yeah. I've got another good one here. One that I think I really like, and I'm pretty sure I actually did a project on it at one point.
So you're an expert.
I don't really call it an expert, but assisted suicide. More specifically, doctor-assisted suicide, but generally assisted suicide in general.
Like, should it be allowed?
It should be allowed, yeah.
Again.
What the fuck? Why is there a drogger all the way over here?
he was chilling. Again, that kind of goes along with the human life thing, and I think, at least in my argument, to be consistent, I would say, my intuition says to be consistent, no, but at the same time, suffering from an illness sucks, and I would not wish that upon anyone.
But why?
Why wouldn't I wish it upon anyone?
No, why would you vote no against that?
Well, because I said that I don't want people to die from corporal punishment. But they're okay
this
to
isn't
die from an
corporal
illness?
punishment. This is your choice.
I guess, yeah.
This is, this is right at the alley of my body, my choice. My
Okay,
life, my choice. Yeah, I'm going there with it. Because like I said, I feel very strongly about this one.
I think that
I can't hear anything. It's an ass rape along. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know about death, but maybe like comatose?
To be put into a coma? No. No. Because that's the exact same thing. After a while, you're on the family's bills or the hospital's bills. You have a certain amount of time before they say, okay, they're not going to get any better. Do we pull the plug?
That's
So
true.
that's literally the same fucking thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have 2 HP.
It's not
I have
great.
no food. I have that.
You died?
Yeah. I ate some berries and the animation slowed me down. No, I think doctor-assisted suicide should absolutely be legal, and there should be no recommendations for the doctor.
It's legal in Canada.
Is it legal everywhere in Canada?
No. Or, yeah, it is legal everywhere in Canada, sorry. It's, I think, I want to say Congress, but we don't have that. Uh, the House, I guess? They passed a law making it illegal. Or making it legal, sorry, I'm pretty sure. Because I read an article recently that of all the nations, and there are not many, that have doctor-assisted suicide, Canada has the highest rate of organ donors from doctor-assisted suicide. So, I guess people decide that their illness, or the doctors come to a conclusion that the illness is too harsh on the person, but obviously, as they are still a functioning person, some of their organs are functioning and choose to donate. Which is, I don't know, I think it's pretty incredible, actually, that people do that. Like, to want to end your own suffering, but at the same time help others at the same, in the same breath, I guess, or ironically lack of.
That was actually quite recent that that bill was passed enabling assisted suicide, medical assistance.
You looked it up?
2017, or not 2017, 2021.
Oh. I did remember reading about it somewhere. It passed, and I don't know. It, having spent a lot of time in hospitals, I can attest that illness sucks. It's not a great experience. I personally have never had that kind of problem, but
Well, it's not just that, but going to like an old folks home, and actually I say this now being a, the fuck, why did they kick in now? You know, being a healthy, younger person, but I don't want to go to an old folks home. If I can't wipe my own ass,
oh, I
then
100
you can smother me with a pillow.
I 100% agree with that. That if I will raise my children, if I have children, to not take me to an old folks home. It is not a place of good things, and
No, it sucks. It's lonely. It's depressing. And honestly, suicide rates in, or not suicide rate, depression spikes once you are in a old folks home.
it's like, honestly, what it is, it's like when you were back in the day, and they used to say, at least in Canada, we have the saying like, send them on an ice floe. And that's basically the idea, was that when you were old or dying, they'd put you on an ice floe in a river that has a waterfall or something, and you would just die because you would drown, obviously, but you would eventually freeze to death or whatever. It's essentially the ice floe of our society, is what it is. Is you're just being sent to this prison, essentially, to die, eventually.
Yeah, you slowly, you lose your sanity, you lose your mobility, your sanity, and for the most part, your will to live.
Will you lose any, like, any form of life, I guess, that was in...
Self-identity for the most part. And, sometimes, not all old folks homes. Some are great. Some, you actually have a community. And if
Fucking
you have
shit.
family and grandchildren that are able to visit every day, every other day, that's great. But a lot of people get dumped in an old folks home and forgotten about.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think that, that's not a not a good thing. And I spent, at least with my grandma, I spent a lot of time in the old folks home. I would visit her pretty consistently when I lived there. And my mom and the rest of my family does, or did as well. And it, with the amount of people you see there, and they're happy, it was the most depressing thing, because they were happy to see you, but you weren't even their family. And it was like...
they were happy to see you visiting someone else.
Yeah, and it was like, well, aren't you, like, don't you have someone coming? And, they'd never had anyone. So they were happy that you were coming to visit, their friend or whatever. And I was like, that is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, could you imagine being happy being happy that someone else is seeing someone? Just, like, not even, like, just talking to someone.
just happy to see someone else walk by to go into that other room.
That's
Yeah,
terrible, and I would not. I do not want that. That is not something I look forward to in life. Put me on the ice floe, an actual ice floe.
yeah, just put me down fast and slowly, and I'm gonna go have a good time someplace else. Oh,
I was also
yeah,
saying that like, if I do get old, like that, like cabin in the woods, no internet, electricity, obviously, and then get a dog or something, and just, spend out my days out in nature, enjoying the beauty of the country we live in, and pass away a peaceful, natural death, maybe. I'd rather that than locked in a building. I'm still alone in that case, but not.
you have your freedom and
I have
most
freedom.
likely your dignity.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll say is like you lose. I don't want to have to rely on somebody else. I've always been that way. Even when like I've been taken to the hospital or something before, I'm always very apologetic that I am bothering them while there are certain life-threatening conditions happening.
I remember that.
It's like
I must say, the one time I've been in the hospital with you, you were very nice about it. But I think that's also because of like your background and like your family and healthcare and stuff like that.
that is true. That is true. We are
Um,
lucky enough that A, we're Canadian, so
yeah, and you have family members that have worked in healthcare, and I'm sure that they have horror stories about that. And you,
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
and yeah, I can't imagine paying for healthcare. That's something that I will never understand, that Americans do this willingly. And I understand, like, oh, if you have a decent, paying job, or, you're at a university, you have health coverage. I understand that that's a thing, but go to a hospital and worry, like, is my insurance going to cover it or something like that? Like, that's insanity to me. That's insane. It makes no sense. At least to me. I don't know.
American healthcare is such a massive topic that it's yeah. The price of it, the price of having a fucking child,
Yeah, like
just
that's.
astounding.
And it's so weird. I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea. And I mean, I also got to point out that at least for Canada, our healthcare is not like our basic needs healthcare is free, but like you can't go to the hospital and ask for Botox surgery and they just give it to you for free. Like that's not a thing. Eye care is not free. Dentistry is not free. Um, it's not all uh
Sunshine and daisies.
yeah, sunshine and daisies. It's still work, I guess. Shit.
Why does that look like absolute ass?
But to be in an accident, like a car accident, and then can I afford the ambulance?
That was one thing that actually I learned about this when I was really young, and it was before I understood that Canadians have the ambulance ride doesn't cost anything in Canada.
Yeah.
So I was always like, well, I tell like my parents, if something were to happen, you just feed,
You're such a
right?
noble
I'll make
child.
it up. If we can't afford the ambulance, we'll just,
And
go
knowing
back.
your family, the fact that you said that makes it even funnier.
Like I said, this is when I was young and
Yeah.
dumb.
That's funny. Hmm.
Line her up. That does look right.
my hammer broke. Gosh darn.
I get rid of these ones here.
Why am I... Oh wait, can I access? Station is too exposed. It's not though. It hasn't even changed where it was. Should animal testing be allowed?
Um, this one might sound bad. I don't really care enough to have an opinion. Uh, Now, obviously I'm gonna go with the flow and say no, no it shouldn't. But it's not something that I really
I think that
think about a lot actually.
animal testing for like cosmetics is absurd. That should not be allowed. But, you know, they test vaccines and stuff on monkeys or primates or creatures of similar genotype to humans. That makes sense to me. And usually these vaccines don't cause, you know, discomfort to the creature. But, you know, at the same time, like, do we give a shit? We put livestock through hell just to eat beef, and I don't care.
Yeah, I say I don't care. I'm against, like animal cruelty and all
Yeah.
that. But everything else is kind of like just common decency. Apart from that, do what you need to do.
Yeah, I really love the people who make the vegans who are like,
Ostracize everyone just for eating meat, just for looking at a rabbit the wrong way.
yeah, and then like, you know, I think it was from Yellowstone, which I started watching by the way, very good show. You get a chance to watch it.
Heard good things about it.
And the main character, I guess, was like, you know what? The amount of like vegans who are, you know, sitting on their high horse talking about how people shouldn't eat meat and it's bad and, you know, all this shit. And then he's like, but that bean burger you just ate, the farmer killed so many creatures to grow that bean. You know, like dropped a pesticide nuke on his field to grow those beans. He killed rats, he killed squirrels, he killed millions more creatures to plow that field. Every bird, every deer, dead. And it wasn't even like, and the worst part is it's just dead because they weren't even used. They were dead because they were in the way. So, you know, sitting up there saying that you're better because you're not consuming animal flesh is because it's nicer to the animals is not. It's nicer to a animal, perhaps, but not all of the animals. So, you know, maybe your platform should be don't hurt cows, not don't hurt animals. I thought that was a good
Reminds me
argument.
of that's a good argument, of a post. I don't remember by who, but they were saying, maybe you would deter people if they did packaging like this, and the packaging was picture of the cow
I
with
saw
their
this.
name. It's like, my name was Macy, and I want to live. The top comment is, I'd look for my name like Coke like fucking Coke bottles.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I think that this is gonna sound very Andrew Tate-like, but I think that humans naturally eat meat. Like our genealogy says that we are omnivores. So the fact that we just choose to be a herbivore suddenly would be strange, at least from an evolutionary perspective.
Oh, absolutely. And, if someone ever brings the argument of why do you meat, that shit tastes good.
Yeah,
I love cooking up a good steak.
and I
Pork
think that
chop,
our
bacon.
our brains are wired to like it, like even if it's bad, you know? Like if you're in the
Oh,
woods and you are
absolutely.
trying to find food and you see, and you're a vegan and you see like a deer and you got a shotgun, what are you gonna not eat it out of principle? Like, no,
Starve.
you're gonna
Like I
starve to death.
Darwinism. Darwinism. I'm telling you.
And again, kind of on that note, is the people who are choosing this vegan lifestyle or whatever are usually quite wealthy and they can afford not to eat meat, which is it's I guess it would make it like a kind of a rich culture thing, not a fairness thing for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Eating like green products, fair trade products, vegan products, and like heart healthy stuff is really, really expensive.
Yeah.
And it's just getting more expensive with the way things are going right now.
Do you I had a topic.
Believe in love?
Do you believe?
Mhm.
No. Hunting. What are your thoughts on hunting?
You know, I'm all for it. Absolutely. Right.
Okay. No argument there.
No, I'm all for it. Hunting, fishing, living off the land is fantastic if you can do that.
I
If you
think
want to do that. Now, hunting for sport. I mean, like, I'm all for shooting shit. You want to shoot shit? That could be fun. Depending on what the shit is, that's a different question. But
yeah.
if you are hunting and you're gonna eat that, there is no reason you shouldn't be allowed to, unless that is somebody's fucking pet.
Yeah. Well, like let's say like those African safari hunts where they're just killing it because they
Those
want the
ones,
trophy on the wall.
yeah. If you want to abolish that, go for it. I'm down.
I fucked this up, didn't I? Did I not fuck it up?
I gotta do something about that. There's a cartography table in my place if you want to come
Ooh.
put it down. It's not in its permanent position, but it's here. So
Well, like the details that you're adding. Cross beams. I hear a portal. Oh no, it's Huggin. Hello, Huggin. Can you?
were you able to copy some discoveries?
Yep. Oh, nothing new to copy.
Fantastic.
No,
You should have
no.
some
Did you
new
write?
things on the map.
Did you record discoveries?
Uh, no, I didn't. I forgot it's a two-sided table.
There we go. Oh yeah. I like how you explored that one side of the swamp and I did the other half.
Oh yeah.
Plains biome.
You've got all that entire. Maybe I'll go down to the mountain by the Elder. See if I can't
Oh, I
find
can see
some
your
wolves.
death count as well.
26. I'm gonna update that right now, actually. I'm pretty sure it's. Oh no, that's 430.
Well, let me take a look at what else you got
2,
going on here. Ah, you finished this up. I like it. I
34,
like it.
35. 35 in total. Yeah, I can see your death count 83.
Yeah, it's not great. Interesting. So this other pathway up here, kind of leading out to this top balcony thing. Are you gonna do anything up here?
I want to remake, like, I will do something up there, but I don't like the way it looks right now, and I don't know how I'm gonna format it, so I kind of just, I've left it like that.
Right, right.
I'm not overly sure what I'm gonna put up here, like what'll be of use, but
Maybe like a private portal, your secret domain or something.
the Love Shack.
Love Shack.
Just me and you on this server here, baby.
I like it. I like the layout. It is reminiscent of your old base, but definitely
It really is quite similar to the old base
It's I'd say it's like a
in its
level
own.
up from your old base. Like the design is clearly with intent, and you know,
I mean, I would hope so. Being this is my, oh, it's only my second time building actually in Valheim, so
this is only my third time. Uh,
yes, I do like yours.
and the my this is actually what I wanted to do on my first world, but I never got around to finishing it. Like I had the base foundation. It was a lot bigger than this too, so uh, but now I'm kind of happy that I'm bringing it full circle and I'm doing it again finally. What did you learn in school today?
What did I learn in school? Well, I opened up with that tidbit about
Yeah,
where violence in video games came from.
I remember reading about that study.
That was something I learned, and seeing as that was the only class I actually attended today, um, I didn't even pay attention in that class. The fact that I remember that is pretty fantastic because all I was doing all day was working on that stupid fucking assignment. We would literally be like, okay, she'd be like, turn to your partner and do this and all that, and I'd just be apologizing profusely, like I have no fucking idea what's going on. Uh, and I show them my paper and be like, yeah, have you taken this? Like, no, I'm an HR and I'm an HR major. I have no fucking idea what half those symbols are. Like, okay, yeah, it's
Great.
due tonight. I'm so sorry. She's like, oh, no problem.
Have you done this? And there's just like a different language.
Honestly,
Yeah, I feel that. I also feel like in computer science, we're at the point where it's like someone will
unless
ask, like, you know, what did you learn today? And I'm like, I could be here for several hours explaining to you, and you still wouldn't know what we're learning about.
keep me here. See, I'm the other way. I would keep me here for 7 hours and I still wouldn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah, I also feel like that too.
Uh,
Uh,
I
what?
trying to translate that stuff, and the thing is, trying to everyone's like, oh, you know, they use big computer language and all that. That's just confusing to outsiders. I try to translate it down. I want to translate it from what I think I know, or like what I should know in that lingo, to something that everybody can understand.
Well, if you, I think it was Einstein who said this possibly, or another intelligent person, but he said if you can explain your field and your topic to like a toddler and have them understand it, you are an expert in that field. If you can't explain it to the weakest link in your society, then, or weakest link or whatever, I don't know what he said exactly, but then you don't know what you're talking about. And I thought that was a pretty good message, is that if you can't dumb it down for someone, or not even dumb it down, but maybe like use an analogy or something along those lines, then yeah, you probably don't know what you're doing.
So what you're saying is I'm as smart as Einstein because I also follow that.
That is exactly what I meant, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clarify that.
That is 100%. The entire thing that I just said was just to make sure that your ego understood that you are the same as Einstein.
I inflated fucking ego.
Yeah.
Good.
100%.
Absolute hot air balloon over here.
Yeah. Just
Absolute academic weapon.
oh, what do you know? It's raining. It actually hasn't been that bad for rain.
It's been, yeah, decent. Or, well, compared to what it was.
Yeah. Doodaloo.
Same line.
What happened to going to to the jungle.
I was going to, but I have to go hunting first because I don't have good enough food. I
Going
should
to the
really
jungle.
furnish
Going to the
inside here
mountain.
and get the layout out, especially the hearth, and then I'll go.
Cool, cool.
I also noticed some flaws in my design that I really needed to fix up.
Uh, did I? Yeah, I did. Um,
Did you?
hmm.
You sure? I don't think you did. Maybe. Maybe you didn't. Who knows? Go back to OBS here and check out my vocal range. Make sure I'm doing good still. It's been a pretty flat fucking line this stream so far.
It's been what?
Pretty flat fucking line. Normally I get one person that pops in for
Yeah,
35 seconds.
I got nothing.
I have myself at the start.
Okay, so this follows the same pattern as before, except for the wall, which follows the middle one, I think that is. Yep.
So,
Okay. Okie dokie.
oh, I really want to double that up. I should though, shouldn't I? We'll see.
Thor be angry. I haven't seen Thor yet. Have you seen Thor?
No, I haven't.
Usually races across the sky.
I really looked at this guy though. Interesting. Hathor.
I've been watching a lot of God of War videos.
God of War?
Yeah, like the new game that
Oh
came
yeah.
out.
Like Ragnarok or?
Yeah. And
I watched a playthrough of that already.
I didn't play the first one that came out. And oh, shit. Do you think that if I played the second one, like, do I have to know what happened in the first one, or?
Oh, definitely not.
Okay.
Now, would it be good? Oh, yeah, you definitely understand some things a bit better. And, you know, you go back to places that you had been in the first one to see how they changed. But story-wise, you don't. I remember playing the first one. Oh, I had so much fun getting absolutely shit-faced in a friend's basement. Playing it and then going to school the next day.
This is a yeah, too high wall. You could sleep, that would be lovely, because I kind of have a contingent on being able to see what I'm doing here.
And I just destroyed my bed.
Well, I'm not. I need to do it right away,
I'm
but
sleeping.
okay, I guess I'm doing it right away. If I don't die. Sleeping, you are wet. Another conversation topics. Should employees' social media accounts be monitored?
Um, Uh, what do you mean by employee social media accounts? Like, are you talking business accounts?
Like,
Where some, like, or say I work for McDonald's, just my social media account is my, like
yeah.
McDonald's monitors
Like,
that.
as an example, the employment that I worked at made me sign a contract that said that if I... oh, this is stuff I dropped. If I say where I work, I need to represent the company and brand in a positive light. As in, I can't,
Shit talking.
well, no, not just that, but I can't be like my own accounts need to be reflective of the values, regardless of if it has anything to do with the company. But if I say that I work there, I need to uh, support their values, essentially, is what they said.
Honestly, I think that's fair once you bring in the public opinion.
Yeah.
But should they monitor? I, uh, if you're just a private person, I don't think they should. I'm all for company transparency. They absolutely, your account should reflect their values. But at the same time, if that company's fucking up and doing shady shit, I absolutely believe you should have your right and your freedom of saying, hey, this is what's going on and I don't like it.
Well, that's a
Now,
different thing. That's whistleblowing. That's not the same as like, you know, that like as an example, let's say that, you're working for a company and you happen to be a white supremacist. White
I like,
supremacist or something like that.
yeah, I can't be having like, a Facebook account that says works at Hot Topic and I should pick a different company because this might kind of fit. Um, that's working on that's working for USPS, and I'm out there saying white supremacist or something like that that'll get me kicked off. Just some diabolic little racist shit.
Yeah. No, I
It goes like your Facebook profile, your name, your age, I work at this, description. Man, fuck these fucking shit. Yeah, can't do that.
no, that's definitely not allowed.
As that puts, just because you're a piece of shit doesn't mean you should reflect the company in that fashion.
I agree. Okay, I gotta remember 4 L, not L. Okay, I got this. I can remember that, right? That's not hard. Yeah, I was okay when I signed the contract because I'm like, I feel like I do follow the values, but maybe that impedes on free speech, possibly. But
Well, if you sign something, you can't really sign your rights away, but if you go into an agreement with somebody else, that gets blurry.
you have no rights once you sign the agreement. You have no rights. I
It's like paying overtime. You don't once you if you were to sign something saying like some sort of agreement, that precludes you from the standard hours or your standard rate, then by all
Yeah.
means.
Interesting you bring that up, actually. Yeah. You have any thoughts on that?
Didn't we get into this in like one of the
We
first
did.
two?
Yeah, one of the streams we were
episodes?
talking about.
Pretty sure I went on a little bit of a monologue. Actually, tomorrow is a big day for that because there will be another filing going against the company. Woohoo!
Ooh.
Mostly because tomorrow is my deadline to file.
Ah.
I will have hit my 6 6th month
Big
March.
month. My 6th
So I
month
gotta
mark.
dial her up and get her in, but yeah. It's
Exciting stuff.
exciting.
Yeah. I've enjoyed this saga. And I don't know if you care, but I do tell people about it.
Oh, I don't care.
And they all seem to enjoy it as well.
I am very wary about what I say at the current moment because legal proceedings are still ongoing, and
Yeah.
they already verbally threatened me with what I can't think of the word right now. Slandering against the company.
Yeah,
That
no.
if we were to do anything, they'll take legal action of their own.
I choose to not say what company it is. I say what your position was at the company,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
mention, this is where it is exactly.
No, it's like there's
Um,
tons of bartenders that are for tons of different companies. You can't pinpoint
yeah.
the exact one.
So I wouldn't say that it constitutes slander by any means.
No.
I mean, is what I say slanderous? Maybe, but there's no identifying factor there. So, maybe it's another company that you happen to work at. There is no proof of otherwise.
Well, here's the thing: is you are welcome to say whatever you are like. I am not. I can't control what other people may say or think about a company.
This is true.
I can have my own opinions. I might sway people, but I can't put words in their mouth.
I might sway people, he says.
And I have prepared statements like this just in case they came out, because there were statements made against the company publicly that I did not condone or originally have knowledge of the person posting, but they were posted. So I prepared a bunch of statements, like that I didn't, just to say
I
I
am not
can't be blamed
associated
for
with this.
pretty much. Someone else's public opinion of a public company and service. Not my not my problem.
No, I completely agree with that. Hashtag is not my problem. Or hashtag not your problem, I guess. Let's see what else we got here. Should men have parenting leave?
Should men have what? Paternity leave?
Yes.
Oh, I absolutely.
In Canada, I think it's 6 months, or at least where we live, it's 6 months. I'm not sure if it's national or not, but
I think that is.
Did
It's
you-
just as important for the dad to spend time with the kid and to help out the mother.
yeah. No, I agree with that. Hypnosis is an excellent way to heal mental illness. I don't know if you heard my my scoff as I read that, but
Oh.
I honestly I don't know the science behind hypnosis, if there is any. I want to say that it's not factual, arguably. I do think that like psychedelics could be a good way to heal mental illness in certain situations. But
I absolutely think that there is some science behind hypnosis, but not. I need to go to very extreme detail. When I say that it's more of science in, not science, but it's more of association, and you make a very strong association between one thing and another. Say, like a clinking of a teacup or this and that. But to physically put someone under hypnosis where they don't know what they're doing or they no longer remember this or that, that's like tea leaves or whatever you want to go.
tea
Other
leaves.
Weird shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Go read the tea leaves.
I think it's a
Big ol' load of who?
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of put hypnosis in the same boat as like astrology, like people who are like, "Oh, but the
Oh,
the way the stars are positioned affects my personality, and I'm like, the stars don't give a shit. You're just a terrible person, and you can't live with that.
yeah, I can agree with that wholeheartedly. I can't stand astrology.
It fucking pisses me off when people do that. You have no idea, or you have some idea, but it's annoying.
Believe me, I have every idea.
It's weird.
Yeah, not a fan of astrology. But look at these two fish that are just chilling. Look at all of them.
Okay, that looks better.
Astrology. Yeah. I really need to get a drink.
I can't, like, struggling to get up this ladder here. Oh, lag. Okay, so once I did this, then it was just a simple... Okay, I gotta do the supports, and then... I think that part's done? Question mark? Don't need this anymore. That.
286. 100 per. Stones per stone.
Stones per stone.
Stone per stone.
Where did I center this on?
Oh. Oh.
Oh?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Nope. What are you moaning about over there?
Gotta jump. Very not easy to do that. Is this... What is this in line with here? What are you in line with? It looks like nothing. You're in line with that one. Okay, so...
Oh, I really need to go chain hunting at some point.
Looks like you're gonna go chain smoking.
Go
So-
chain.
It's in line with the inside one.
That's not it. Nope. No.
Okay, so that's good. It's perfect. Doggy.
I have enough for one.
That's not on the ground, is it? Good thing I have a big ol' brain.
Oh, baby, it's coming up. Nice. I really hope I have enough ventilation for those two.
Yeah,
Good
that's
little cracks.
a big thing that I've been concerned about, because my, what was it that I was building that did not have ventilation? It was the base at the Elder. There's a good, like, 20 minutes on my stream where I'm just continuously dying of smoke damage.
35, 10. 30.
Okay, now it's too high.
Well, Lord knows what the fuck I did with it. $30. Ah, great. I'm gonna need to go on a 10 run.
Oh no. A 10 run.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that.
That is not good. I don't know what you're talking about, but what I'm doing is not good either. Nice. That is not touching the ground.
I don't have to go on a 10 run. Why? Because I'm a blithering idiot. Oh, I will actually eventually, but not right away.
That better be touching the ground. Nice. Okay, so is this in line? No. It's not in line. Why the fuck is it not in line?
That's a really good question.
It's supposed to be. Okay, this one's in line with... In line with outside. Not in line with
I have to go on
outside.
a 10 run.
Do you have to go to 10 run or do you not?
I have to go on a 10 run.
Okay, so this is definitely in line with the internal one. Why didn't this not line up? This should be like right here, shouldn't it be?
All of a sudden, you just go on a food run. I'm disastrously low on.
I've been surviving on honey and raspberries mostly. Okay, so now it's lined up. Let's just double check with a visual look. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so now that I got the support beams in, I'm gonna fall off the side of my house, because that helps everyone. Which situation like? Not great. Do this. That is the wrong angle of...
Actually, it's about to be nighttime. Do you want to sleep first?
Sure. Give me a hot minute to finish what I'm doing here.
Yeah, no rush, no rush.
Fuck.
Does it not line up?
Oh, that's not good. I might have screwed... Oh, yeah. Did I screw up? Why didn't this line up? Confused now. Alright, I'm just gonna sleep and then we'll figure it out in the morning. The answer is no, it does not line up. That needs a nearby fire. Some confusion. see the other side lined up. Maybe I should check to make sure the other side actually lined up. Just taking it for granted. Day 99. That definitely lined up, so why the hell?
We're getting there.
Grab some more wood. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Is this roof? Crafting station. There is a roof there. Leg.
God, my skills have taken a beating.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this again, see what happens.
Oh. In. Fantastic. Sure, that's my remains of a sad little hut right there.
Well, this is
Definitely.
not great. Why didn't this line up? Ow. What? What? So this goes on the right on the edge. This one definitely did not go right on the edge, did it? No, it did not. And neither did that one. Hopefully that's it. Please be that's all I fix. I don't want to make this all over again.
Huh. What do you want?
Okay. That should be that fixed. Please, please let that be it. What? Nice. Look at that lineup right there. Lovely. Weird glitch, but it's fine, I guess. fixed it. Oh, that's wrong.
261. Oh, look at that. This must be your crafting bench. So,
That what the shit? There we go.
yeah, look at that. Big old copper deposit hole.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh, look, there's another copper deposit right here. $320.
Okay, that looks good.
I'd love to make it out with 45 tin, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
You got a cart?
No.
You're gonna need a cart.
I think I can carry 45 tin.
Depends how much else you're carrying. As far as I can, as far as I'm aware, you can only carry 30.
I'm carrying 30 right now.
Oh.
I'm carrying 37 actually. Just a muscly Viking.
Big old muscle boy.
Useless.
Okay, so... Oh, I gotta fix that as well. So put up the thing, but yeah, yep. This,
Alright, let's look at more controversial topics here. Dyingwithdignity.ca.
what?
Dyingwithdignity.ca. This is a new little beat. Oh lord. Oh lord.
What?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh, honestly,
No,
I don't know enough about that even to be able to talk about it, so I'm not going to. Granted, it would be an interesting conversation, I'm sure. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. Fuck.
Oh, here's an interesting one. Net neutrality. Should internet service providers be allowed to speed up access to popular websites and domains?
No. I think that's ridiculous. I think that the internet should remain a public forum for information and not have any limiting factors whatsoever.
I didn't even know this was a debate going on. I can agree with that statement. Once you start picking favorites, or more popular ones, how long until the data becomes skewed, or it's a pay to have your shit become faster?
Exactly. Like, or, let's say we don't want this information to come to light,
Yeah. Is there a troll here?
Let's pay the telecom
here.
company to make this website super annoying to access. That way they don't know that we're embezzling millions of dollars of people's money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll
That's
give the
fine.
telecom companies a little thing on the side. It's just a bad idea altogether. And the business, like, I understand, like, oh, but some people use things more than others. I'm like, yeah, but that's fine because it's not an issue. I don't know. It's a weird business model. It sounds hokey. I think it's just a bad idea altogether. 0 out of 10 on me for this one.
Yeah, I'll follow along that statement. You put it pretty well there.
This one? Oh, I have no stamina. Let's see here. Is violence inherent to humans?
Well, depends. What do you mean?
Are we naturally
Are we
violent?
naturally violent, or is the human species, is that where violence comes from? So have you seen animals?
No, I think we can agree that, other species are definitely violent as well. Like, a lion is inherently violent because it's a predator, it has to be. But, are humans inherently violent? Is the question that we are posing today in this
Um,
lovely debate of the minds.
that's actually a really good question. Now, there probably is not necessarily black and white, but a weighted answer to this that I don't know because I haven't studied the history in this subject. Um, but I mean, if you look at the past, and since the existence of that we know, like, actually started keeping track, I think we've had what, less than 200 years of peace without some war being declared or active.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say, yeah, humans are inherently violent.
I think, yeah, I would agree with that. That they were in history. There's so much evidence of there were other ways to solve the problem than violence, and yet we still chose the violent path. If we weren't inherently violent, why would we do that, right? That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to me. So I think that, yeah, humans are inherently violent, and I don't think that, ironic as it sounds, peace was never an option.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's other driving factors to why we are violent.
In a perfect world, we
Wow.
wouldn't be, but we are, so. It'd be interesting. Oh, shit. It'd be interesting if we discover another, like, alien creature species, if they are also violent.
It's funny enough, I actually just saw a short reel about this, about why we should not go looking for other species. I don't remember what the principle was, but it went something like this. Here's the analogy. So imagine you are set free in a forest,
Alright, I'm there.
and you're set free in a forest alone, and you're given a knife and a bow to survive, and you don't know who is trying to or who kidnapped you, who sent you there, what's going on. All you know is that you must try to survive.
Right?
Now imagine you meet someone else out there in that forest who has the same, they have a knife and a bow, they have a weapon, and you don't know if they are friendly or not.
Right?
The only way you can assure your survival at a 100% success rate is to shoot first. Even though they might be friendly, is that the chance you're willing to take? And
Right.
then how long if, say, you do get along, how long does it last? So say we find another species out there. We've now made contact and we don't know. And we don't know what they are, they don't know what we are.
Right.
Who shoots first? Because like you said, peace is never an option. And with the way our history has gone and the way we currently are, there is not a chance the world does not get divided in between air quotes here again, self-protection and taking them out first, and we come in peace. Let's start a relationship, trade,
Right.
etc.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a comfortable topic.
No, definitely
um,
not.
I mean, I would also argue, I've seen arguments as well where it's like, you know, if an alien race, if we are discovered by an alien race, the chances of us surviving any conflict are negligible, are possibly even zero. Because of just, you know, the science required to be able to get to our position in the solar system. Would just discount any weapon that we have could do any damage, you know?
Yeah, but oh yeah, no, you're 100% right. But are we gonna follow that logic?
No, I
Or
think
maybe
we'll go
something?
down fighting, but it's not going to be, you know, a blaze of glory. It'll be this alien race like these ants are trying to shoot us with kinetic weapons. Let's just evaporate and glass their planet, you know, like it's not hard to do. For them, I guess. Maybe for us it would be hard, but so yeah, I don't think it's why is this not connecting? Oh. That's why it's not connecting.
Ah.
Ah. Ah.
Now, I don't remember. Can I turn core wood into coal?
You can turn any wood into coal. I'm pretty sure.
Prove
Oop,
you
that's
wrong. I
that
don't think you
is
can turn fine wood into coal.
pretty sure you can.
I think you're wrong.
Well, no one cares what you think. Um, let's see.
Side.
Information overload is a leading cause of psychological disorders.
Is this leading cause of what?
Is a leading cause of psychological disorders.
Psychological disorder. I can actually toss a fact in about that. Back in the 1990s, late 90s, early 2000s, or 1970. I want to say it was the 1990s. The average adult would piece through 500 pieces of stimuli information, like ads and all that, a day. Nowadays, it is 3,500
Jesus Christ.
ads and shit. 6. So I gotta toss. Oh, I'll just toss it all. So I definitely think there is a information overload. We are overly stimulated. That is, in my opinion, just a fact.
I mean, you can just see it, I think. It's like with social media, the people that are just you know, you hear it all the time. People taking a break from social media or like a detox or whatever, and it's like, and they're just better for it afterwards. And sometimes they go back, sometimes they don't. That's doesn't matter in this case. Uh, but I 100% agree. I think that we are just, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped using Instagram, especially, is because I just felt like the constant load of useless garbage was being filtered into my brain, and I just didn't need that. And have definitely felt better since I've stopped. Granted, you know, it doesn't mean that I'm like, oh, you know, done with social media and living on a fucking rock, but I use it less than I did, and it's definitely better. But
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think that there should be. I mean, how do you police that? Do you just stop providing information? Like, there's not really a good way to go about doing this. I don't think.
No, there's definitely not. And, you know, like, there's advertising standards, but what do you do when you have an influencer, you know, someone's opinion that they're trying to push on you?
Yeah, exactly.
Um, and then there's also, well, this has been flagged for false information, all that, which is good, but stuff like that, it just can't keep up with the amount of shit that's. Holy fuck, is this all your stuff in the cart?
Yeah, you're gonna have to
God
make your
damn.
own cart. I've been I've been kind of neglecting using the forage for a while. I'm in that building kick, you know. You feel?
Uh, sure.
You feel me, dog? What is this in line with? What? 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 Ooh, oh, it's a Grey Dwarf Brute. Oh, I don't have the health for this. This was a mistake. Could we sleep, maybe?
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, we can.
After I kill this brute, who's gonna run away in a second. Not if he did. We're wet.
Put the rest of my tin away. And I am resting. Like, I'm
Um,
seeing some good discussion topics here, but they're honestly just not ones I really want to talk about.
yeah.
Like, defund the police. I've gone over that so many times, and actually listening to my father talk about that one
Hmm.
is fantastic. It's really good. He takes a whole different approach. Day 100, baby. Let's go.
Day 100, let's go. That should
He
have been the name of the
takes a
stream.
great approach to that.
I think I'm reading one right now that's wild. Are all illnesses psychosomatic? No?
What are you talking about? You have cancer? No, it's just in your brain. Yes, it's brain cancer, you fucking dimwit.
Uh, that's funny. Um,
Now, there definitely are some that are psychosomatic. I've used that trick about, I've been feeling ill, and I'll tell myself I am feeling better, and you can manifest things. That is possible.
yeah, I
But
think that
not all illnesses are
no, I
psychosomatic.
don't think that. I think that, you know, you could have psychosomatic, uh, like kind of that manifesting thing where it's psychosomatically fixing yourself. And there is evidence of like, you know, people believing that they're better and suddenly they get better. Their brain follows their mind. And like I said, we don't understand the human brain enough to know why that is. It sounds fake, but there's countless pieces of evidence to prove it's true. So, kind of can't argue with empirical facts unless you're stupid, which is a lot of people. So, yeah. I just thought that was a weird one. So we're not gonna debate about that because that's just stupid.
Yeah, that's a good one to bring up though.
We should treat children as adults. No.
Absolutely. Actually, there's one thing about that that I find really weird, and it is stuff like
Oh.
um, mossy fishing, ooh, like age of consent, drinking, the fact that the moment you turn that age, you can now make all these decisions, and now it's legal. That 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second separates that. It just drives me insane. It's wild.
It does not make a lot of sense, I gotta say.
Like when I first turned 18, I'm like, well, now I can legally drink. This is just. Nothing happened in the past 15 seconds, but I'm 18 now.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
like through the magic of friendship, I guess, or
Yeah,
the magic of the law.
and
It
like,
makes no sense to me. You're right. It's so wonky and weird that we have this as a thing.
that's actually one thing about America
America.
and why. Well, okay, this is a personal opinion when I'm saying this, but something that why the younger generation in America is having problems with, partying and rowdiness and all that is because the moment they turn 21, you're already a young adult. You are way farther along in, your life. You're traveling, you're alone, you're doing this and that, and all of a sudden now you can drink. Now
Yeah.
you're getting shit-faced and you haven't understood the repercussions and all that, so you're out on the beach in Florida making a fucking fool of yourself in front of everybody on social media now because you're shit-faced, you're blacked out. And spring break is a great example of that. Spring break across the US.
Yeah, no, I think that it is so weird. Just the laws that we have, and I kind of say I like the model that Europe follows, at least the model that my European side of my family follows, and that like, you know, drinking, um, drugs has never been a thing, but drinking stuff like that, it's introduced younger, and driving, and it's the children are more involved, but they're still treated like children, which is the difference, right? It's like you're not giving a 16-year-old a shot of vodka and saying, "This is what alcohol is like. Good luck."
No, but you are exposed, like, being exposed to alcohol and starting off at a younger age. Like, drinking in your parents' basement where you are private. If they're there and they condone it, great. That's even better. That they're under your eye. And I know some friends, and I think my parents were like this as well. Not that they ever knew, but I'm stealing some honey, by the way.
That's fine. I got like 20.
Sorry. I made a cauldron, so.
Ooh.
But like being able to drink in the private and protected areas at a younger age to learn, where is your limit? What's good? What's bad? What's acceptable? And what happens when you get drunk?
Yeah.
It's a lesson that needs to be taught.
No, I completely agree. I think it is an important lesson. Ah, shit, that hurt.
5, 2, 1. I feel bad because I'm shitting on Americans here a lot.
I don't care. Fuck America.
I mean, it's a half and half. Sometimes I hate them, sometimes I love them.
No, I hate him. I end of story.
End of story. They're there.
They're just the worst. No, I think that they have some weird.
Got some American friends.
They got some weird laws and stuff, and it doesn't make sense sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But that being said, they were the first democracy, so cut them some slack. They got a lot to figure out. They figured out a lot for us to be able to function. Let's put it that way.
That is true. There
That.
was some
All right, now we're gonna
breathing
talk
of the
about
body.
guns, and just kidding. We're
I
not.
absolutely shit all over them again.
We're not gonna talk about guns.
Yeah.
I have some strong-ish opinions about that, but I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it needs to be.
Guns. Cows with guns. Cows with guns. Yeah, gun control is not a topic it's one of those very popular ones that I just don't need to argue with people. I don't think we'd argue against each other. We're pretty similar and
No, I
like-minded on that subject.
don't think we would.
Here's an interesting one. Student loan debt. So people are arguing about whether the government should forgive some student loan debt. Most people want all of it forgiven. But the question here is, should the government forgive up to $20,000 of student loan debt?
No. I would argue no. And the reason for this could be, you know, like wildly inaccurate. I am not an expert, but I don't think generally the forgiveness of debt has gone well, historically speaking.
As someone who was a current, university student, I want to say yes, but I know that no is the right answer in this case. I saw
Like
a
I
clip of
have
this,
student
actually.
debt, and I'm not, you know. Although it
Advocating
is
for
different
that.
for us. Like the debt that we have in Canada is nothing like the debt that's in the United States. Tuition costs like 5 times as much in the United States than it does here.
That's true. That's true. There is a big difference. But uh, that's food. Actually, I could go at drops. That's food. Yeah, forgiveness of debt, but if they're forgiving up to $20,000, A, when does that happen? B, does that mean I can just spend $20,000 of the government's money now for
Yeah.
education? Or whatnot? Like, what's the proofing? Or can I just get $20,000 for free?
They just give you
What
20,000 bucks and like, there you go.
what systems are going to be put in place to defend against people taking advantage
Yeah.
of the system? A
No,
lot
I,
of
I
fish.
I agree. I think it. But I mean that might be like a more of a logistical question than, you know, should it be allowed? Maybe.
Again, going back to what I was gonna say, I was gonna add on to that. I saw a clip of this, and it was one person. They said no because they had already paid off their student debt. And I'm like, fuck that. If I had to go through it, you had to go through it.
Yeah, and then it does kind of invalidate the people who did have to pay through student debt. Like, it makes their money worth less, basically. Which is frustrating. I also think that, you know, money shouldn't be a limiting factor in education. But, you know, it's still... What's my thought process here? I don't have one. That's the answer. There is no
Right,
thought.
that's a lot of fish just cooked up.
So you can cook the fish in the cauldron?
Yep, and you get raw fish, but I don't know. I'm assuming there's more crafting recipes later on that you use the raw fish for.
Probably. There was a fish taco that I remember was a thing.
Got yeah, got a lot of fish.
Awesome.
About 60.
60 fish. Jeez. Where do you get 60 fish from?
I've had a lot of fish picked up, but also higher quality fish give you more pieces of raw fish.
Oh, interesting.
Quality 1.
So it's actually worth to go fishing now.
Oh yeah.
Like, how much food does one provide, though?
Take a look. Wait, can you not eat raw fish? You can't use raw fish on.
You can't
Use
eat
raw
raw.
fish on what? You use raw fish on what? I like that prompt. Use raw fish on what?
It's like the swamp key.
You can, I'm gonna cook it up here and we'll see.
Oh, there we go.
What do you think, cooked fish is gonna, how much
I,
health and
I would say. I'd say health food, 20 health.
20 health and stamina?
Mm, 8.
8. And duration.
Fuck, I forgot that was a thing. 10 minutes.
Duration 20 minutes. Stamina 15.
Oh,
Health 45.
damn.
Not needless to say, it's
That's pretty
not
good.
bad.
That's pretty good.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hello, neck. I don't know if I got enough wood, Carter.
Really?
I don't think I did.
I have to get more wood. I don't have enough.
My piles are dwindling. I've not done most of the base. Like, I don't even think I've done half of it yet. I'm just working on the more technical parts right now.
I like the way my inside looks so far. Good beams, good beams.
Good beams. Got some good beans. Sounds like you're saying beans.
Beans. We need more bacon carbonara. I'm hungry for it again.
What are you, an addict? I'm hungry. Give me the bacon. I need a bacon carbonara.
Carbonara.
Carbonara monster.
I'm a slut for bacon carbonara.
You're telling me that. As if I don't know.
I think raw fish does take a fair amount of time to cook.
Are you hitting something?
Nope.
I can hear someone hitting something. Someone might be hitting the forge right now. Just kidding. Someone destroyed the cart, actually.
Wait, someone destroyed your cart?
Yeah. There's a neck over here. They all go in cargo. Did you know that? They go in little crates.
I did know that. Holy fuck, how long is it gonna take to cook this fish?
There's no workbench here? What the hell?
I think it's glitched.
Are you doing it right?
I mean, I'm doing it no different than... Yes, I'm doing it right, you blubbering moron.
Blibbering buffoon.
Catch up on my chess games while I'm here.
Oop. Alright, let's see if I can find Is depression the principal disease of our time?
Um, it's funny that you asked that after as we're getting out of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. That's an interesting little subject matter you're getting on there.
I've never heard more of a non-answer before. What an interesting little subject matter you've got there. That's
Maybe
like the dad who's like his kid's like playing with something. He's like, "Hey, Dad, look!" And he's like, "Wow, that's such a cool thing you've got there, son." It's funny.
my fish is not fucking cooking, and I can't break it with the. Oh Lord.
You having fish problems?
I don't know what to do.
This is weird. Is this normal? No, it's not normal. What the?
No, it's permanently stuck with fish cooking. I can't break it.
You got a fish glitch? Oh,
I
what
just
the?
heard somebody at my window.
Like IRL?
Yeah,
Someone's at your
kinda
window.
creepy.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not on the first floor.
No. No.
I don't know what to do.
Let me go look.
I
Let-
can't do anything.
Let me go look. Let me see what's going on here. I'm curious now. I gotta build this bridge at some point, but the amount of stone required. I don't think I said I was gonna do it at stone, but that seems like a lot of work, and I don't want to do that, so it's gonna be out of wood. Hope you're okay with that. Can you destroy it?
Nope.
Oh no, you can't. Can you destroy the fireplace, maybe?
Yep. And it still doesn't work.
Weird.
When in doubt, Google.
Can you mine it?
Nope. Oh!
That is not doing any damage to it.
Infinite mining, Well, you're hitting my, floor.
I think I'm doing damage to the floor. I'm not doing damage. Yeah, I'm not doing damage to the actual thing. It was just the floor that I was hitting. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to. It's not cooking right now, though. There's no smoke effects. I don't know. You're gonna have to look into it. That is funky. You might just forever have fish there.
I'll have to make another one. That sucked, but worse things have happened.
If I cook, do I have? I think I have meat here. If something is cooking, can I take it off the fire? I wonder, or is that just a thing? Yeah, you can't take it off once it's on. What happens if can I destroy it? You absolutely can destroy it. Weird. You want to sleep?
No, I don't see anyone else having this issue. Yeah, we can sleep.
Maybe restart? Turn it off and on again?
Turn it off and on again, yeah. Like it shows we're cooking now, but let's sleep first.
Well, maybe they'll cook through the night. You put a fire back, I assume?
Good morning.
Good morning.
And it's still... Let's see if I can get a different type of meat.
Is fish or is it everything?
Building furniture. Oh, fucking lovely. I don't have a workbench around here. Should really finish the lower bridge. No, I just get there is no room.
Hmm. It's weird. Guess I've ever seen that before. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is turning it off and on again.
Well, probably tried that right away, but I think this might be a good place to end it for tonight.
Yep. I just finished this thing that I'm doing right here. So many snap points. Really annoying.
Used to have the horse heads.
There we go. Should be able to put the roof back on.
Yeah, that look pretty fucking ugly.
Hmm.
What am I not doing across here?
Looks so funky. Okay. Like this would be better access from the inside. Definitely a better access from the inside. Ladders. Weird how it's called wood ladder, but it's not actually a ladder.
They're close to a step ladder.
Guess.
I still can't believe this shit got stuck. Like, I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna do.
We'll try it. We'll do the restart. See what happens.
In terms of the aesthetic, it's
Not great.
beautiful. No, it's beautiful. Half hanging fish. That shit's just lovely. But all I'm doing is destroying my heart.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Alright, cooking station does not need repairs. Alright, well, to that one viewer that popped in right at the end, I apologize, but calling it a night. So, thanks for tuning in. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you the day after. Until then,
Maybe we'll never see you again.
maybe that. Adios.
Um, yeah. Adios, and have a good one.
Literally right at the end, I see the one come up, updated. It's like, oh, big
Yeah.
spike. You're the one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm saying adios to my all of 0 viewers.